America faces a full-scale socioeconomic collapse in the near future. The stock market plummets, hyperinflation cripples commerce, and the mounting crisis passes the tipping point. Practically overnight, the fragile chains of supply and high-technology infrastructure fall, and wholesale rioting and looting grip every major city. As hordes of refugees and looters pour out of the cities, a small group of friends living in the Midwest desperately tries to make their way to a safe haven ranch in northern Idaho. The journey requires all their skill and training, since communication, commerce, transportation, and law enforcement have all disappeared. Once at the ranch, the group fends off vicious attacks from outsiders, and then looks to join other groups that are trying to restore true constitutional law to the country.
And so reads the back cover to Patriots, a novel of survival in the coming collapse by James Wesley Rawles. It's been something of a fixture in the survivalist community for quite some time. People who are planning for the end of the world, zombie or non-zombie oriented, find this book quite compelling, and with good reason. Welcome to Zombie Tactics, and what will be the first installation of what we'll euphemistically call the Zombie Tactics bookshelf. Patriots is a good read. And it's a good read for a couple of reasons. It's not necessarily a fabulous page-turner in the style of a Dinar Kuntz or a Michael Crichton or even a John Grisham, or for that matter, J.K. Rowling for our younger readers. But it does tell a compelling enough story and uses it as a means to deliver all kinds of information. What you get when you read Patriots is, well, it's the end of the world. The economy's collapsed, and a bunch of people who were very well prepared, probably better prepared than most of us will be, find their way up to Idaho where they've got a retreat. They've got weapons, and they're going to survive the end of the world. There's a lot of the usual kind of stuff that's popular in the tinfoil hat set about the New World Order and all kinds of things like that. Unfortunately, no zombies. We'll have to talk to Rawls about that for maybe a future edition. There's also a movie that he's trying to get produced. There's a script for it available online if you look for it. It's called Pulling Through. And as a criticism, both the book and the movie script are a little bit on the amateurish side. Amateurish not from the standpoint of being really, really poorly written, but then again, just not as compelling as maybe a major author would be. The book is most effective, though, in the way that it paints a picture of the end of the world and gets you into kind of a mindset of what you might do to plan for such an eventuality. Frankly, you get kind of a laundry list of preparations that you might make through the course of the story. And so for that reason, it's been very, very popular among the survivalist set. Again, as you read through, you'll be introduced to weaponry, tactics, all kinds of preparations you might make, things you might do, things you might not do, things you might encounter. Some of it's very, very realistic. Some of it, well, particularly how cruel people can be to each other. Some of it borders a little bit on the sensationalist or the simplistic side, though. For instance, the group in the book is amazingly well prepared. They have military tactics down to a science. They're seemingly better prepared than the military themselves, and to me that seems just a little bit unrealistic. But then again, it's a good read, and it's something that you probably ought to have on your bookshelf, not for the sake of absolute total accuracy in every respect, but because it is a good read. You will enjoy the story, and you will enjoy the characters in the book if they're a little bit cartoonish. And in the middle of it, you'll get some ideas on how to prepare for such an eventuality, and maybe just maybe a different mindset about how you might go about approaching things. So there you go. Patriots, a novel of survival in the coming collapse by James Wesley Rawles. I recommend you put it on your Zombie Tactics section in your book shelf. And that's Zombie Tactics for today. Bye-bye.